Welcome back. Here we are, episode 137, Co-Crown Podcast. I'm AJ, this is Meg, and welcome everybody. We ready to live the faction life once again? So this week we haven't watched the episode in advance because, well, we haven't been away or anything. So, going into this fresh, with untainted eyes. Although I think I may have an inkling of something based on some artwork that's been circulating around the Twitter sphere. I'm hoping I'm wrong and it's just because official art has come out and people are excited. But I feel that would be for something else rather than what I think we're getting in this episode. But anyway, we will touch on that toward the end. Hey Pedja, thanks for joining in.
Hey Pedja.
Hope you're doing well, pal. I hope the chat is okay. I hope everyone's doing well. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that jazz. This was a fantastic episode. Brilliant. Well, general rule, no spoilers, please. Jackie, thanks for joining in. Really appreciate it. Hope you keep well, pal. Because we don't really, we weren't away this weekend or anything, so we don't really have anything to chat about. We don't have any news. We don't have anything to share with you guys. Nothing new in the post yet. We still haven't gotten around to getting a tree yet, so I haven't been able to show these off as decorations or anything. But there's all Jellymon. There's Jellymon Sama. Seconded, complete second watchworthy. Really? Ooh.
We should just jump in.
Maybe we should just jump in.
Something good.
Yeah, the chat is definitely chat is very impressed this week, which is a stark contrast to maybe the last 2-3 weeks, where the chat is like, yeah, you need to watch this. So that's rare. Grand. So I hope we have our Psycho. Do we have our Psycho ready to go? Well, I don't think you'd like this Psycho. Of course.
Speaking of contrast.
Oh no, I think ever good.
Everything sound okay?
Yeah. Yeah. So. Okay.
Play.
Yeah, unless the chat has news, I think we'll just jump into things. So this is episode 10 of Digimon Ghost Game, the game of death. So Kinkakumon, death by Kinkakumon is definitely death by Snoo Snoo. I think we can all agree on that. She is definitely death by Snoo Snoo. And maybe that's a bit much. Maybe that's a bit. I don't know. I'm making controversy where there is none. But yeah, no, definitely. Thanks for joining us. We are just because we don't really have anything to talk about this week. We will just jump into it, and then of course, after the episode, we'll discuss it with you guys and go over some comments and maybe some hindsight from last week. So depending on what people have had to say in the comment section. So, if you are watching along with us, we are watching via Crunchyroll as ever. We're like 2 seconds in, so the Musketeer cat thing is on the screen. And I'm going to do the countdown now and we'll start. So, 3, 2, 1. You'll need to have a topic at hand to fall back on. Icebreakers. Yeah. See, last week it was easier because we had the concert and everything else. This week's been pretty much a very slow week. There was Storm Bara Bara, but other than a storm, there's not really a whole lot to talk about. So this was a fight ep and much more. Okay, I'm interested in the much more part. Fight eps, yeah, okay, Digimon, we get it. You can do fight episodes, we get that. But anyway, so I have to redo the countdown now. So 3, 2, 1, go. Faction life. Oh no, no singing from me. We want singing? Get that up. Get that up to 7,000.
Share with all your friends.
Circulate the tapes.
AJ sing.
Make AJ sing, that's it. Oh yeah. Cool. So, cheers. So we've got nice rum ready to go for this as well.
Vanilla.
It'll help us cope if this episode ends on another defeat meets friendship. As long as it's done well, as long as it's done well, I don't mind it. Warp Digivolve to me is here. In a jam jar? Yeah. Basically a jam jar.
Matching glasses we free. Speaking of glasses, hi Clatter. Good timing.
Good timing, yeah. Welcome, Desmond. Welcome, Clatter. There we go. Straight, man. What is it like? Yeah, so it's like the Ready Player One headset or the PlayStation VR, I guess. Oh. 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 It just... Oh! 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 Arth. His name is just Arth? Not Arthur? So the game deletes his character, electrocutes him, and then absorbs him. I don't want to play this game. Of course you do, Kotaro. Of course you can't wait to see it for yourself.
Even the subtitles were like, sorry.
Sorry? But if this character is turning up and murdering people, how do others know about it? Darling was totally hooked on that game. So does Kyoshiro just do the babysitting for the Digimon? Is Kyoshiro just the Digimon babysitter?
I guess so, because he doesn't have to go to class.
No.
Just doing Gamamon in a classroom was not really going to work.
No,
so well.
Gamamon in the classroom is not going to. But I was just thinking of last week's episode as well, where Hiro, turned up late because of everything, and Gamamon was hanging out with Kyoshiro as well. Sing 7,000 subs, please. Champion juice.
Champion juice.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, well, if you're able to. Fine.
Nice rum to distract yourself from.
Oh gosh. I claim you as my spoils. What? To distract from cringe.
He's frozen.
Yeah. Aww.
He's dead.
Oh, it won't. What's this integer overflow? Darling sphere can't reach his max capacity. Oh, Ruri has VLC installed, but it's got a green icon, which makes sense. She's an audiophile, right? The Rock?
The Rock? Like the movie or the person?
Like the movie, yeah. Pokemon. Aww. I love the way you eat. I read all the books. Followers, but aw. Also, my cowardly.
Sibling.
Yeah.
I have computer bugs. I went to eat them.
Pipe ogre. What I love about Gin Kakumon's design is, though, I always thought he was taller because it looks like he has a cockpit. I don't know if it's meant to be a mirror, but it looks like a cockpit. Champions was the boo. Turns them into liquor? Oh yeah, we read about this in the spoiler thing.
Yeah.
Turns them into sake, basically, and drinks them. So, like, some of these people are just dead, right? There's like,
Yeah.
they're not coming back.
They drink you, dear.
Yeah. We're drinking dead video fighting game characters, I guess.
You just call us siblings.
No. No, that's not what I meant at all. Why you gonna go there?
I like to pick everything.
Yeah.
Can anyone else play the game? It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. But he's the weeb, right? So he's automatically good at these things. That's how this works. See if this show wasn't aimed at kids. Dave Kotaro as our spoils.
Just him.
Just him. Everyone else can die. Aw.
Oh, she's giving him the inspiration speed.
Aww. Oh, she does care, really.
He's streaming it? Are they watching me
I
play?
guess, yeah. He's just hooked up Streamlabs, I guess. So they can watch him. Oh. He's a fight stick player. Oh. They're watching too. Jeez, Kyoshiro. Ring out. Oh, she's enjoying this. Kyoshiro is amazing. Biggest question is how the heck Jellymon works. Okay. I'll punish you if you lose. Nani? She just turned herself into a USB key. I'm number one.
Oh,
Jelly?
yeah, my mom's
Oh my god, he is huge! Either that or that's for the purposes of this game, but that's about as big as I figured he was, because he has a freaking cockpit! Jellymon, no! We're getting an evolution this episode, aren't we?
Oh, we've got
We got
How
it.
else is she gonna win?
Jellymon losing. Aww.
Jesus, Betcha. No more shit dies, so that theory of him becoming chosen one just ends.
Rude! I think he will. I think, like, in the second half of the show, he'll get a partner. It just does. He's featured so much. Tatsumaki Senpukyo? My spirit is delighted.
She's not wearing that mask, she's a gigantic eye.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say. Oh, hold on! Come on, that's cheating. He just grew a whole extra gamepad. or They had additional buttons. Yeah, they did. You're keeping up? Yeah, I imagine, like, without that mask, she does have, like, a proper, not human face.
Yeah. Like she'd be kind of bird-like.
Yeah. I get that, yeah. It's kind of like what we learned about Angemon, that there is no face, it's just wire mesh.
Yeah.
If he takes the mask off, there is no face, it's just wire mesh. Oh, they're gonna suck Kyoshiro into the game? Oh, no, she's coming to them. Or not. Ooh, that's a very technological city.
It's a good thing he did that because that building.
Oh yeah, that building was just gone.
Yeah.
That building was just dead. The building dead?
Building was. All the students in the building were dead anyway.
The building were dead. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love that he's giant. Can she go inside him like he's a Megazord and pilot him? That'd be amazing.
Funny you say that because he's the one piloting her.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
By himself.
Nurture overflow. Yo, got Digitron. It is. Aniki. He called her Aniki. So
You'll be
they
punished for this disappointment. Hey, Justin.
Hey Justin, thanks very much for joining in. Oh, ow. Oh, this isn't gonna. It was so easy before. Oh. Here we go. I hope this isn't our only evolution for the episode. But Chaos hasn't turned back up, which is interesting.
They don't need to fly.
No, but I'm thinking maybe they
Glide,
were just
sorry.
maybe they were just one-offs.
Don't you touch my boots.
I mean, I can appreciate that.
I got my own. You're all good. Wonder what he'll have in that gourd.
Oh, juice.
Juice. Don't touch my juice.
That's it. Yeah. If this ever gets dubbed, it'll go from sake to juice, or Yu-Gi-Oh GX. You know the panda-looking guy, the koala-looking guy in Yu-Gi-Oh GX. His dad runs like a winery or something, and in the Japanese they turned it into a hot sauce. He's a hot sauce producer.
Right.
So him and the principal or the dorm leader are sitting there drinking hot sauce. Aw, we're strong because we had each other. Ah!
Oh.
Digimon, no! She used her as a conductor. She used her tentacles as a conductor. Oh, that's clever. That's really clever.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Undo the seal, Kyoshiro! Undo the seal! And the music just starts again!
What's his big anime moment?
It's his big anime moment! Big Gurren Lagann reference! Oh,
Oh, here we go.
let's go! Let's go! She's here!
Yay!
Oh, she's nearly as tall as he is. Tesla Jellyman. Evolution. I'm not the only one. Other people can do that. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, she's such a brat. I love her.
So mega lame. Is a list?
Yeah, that little kid. Your sister.
Game over. Let's go. Let's go. I'm taking a sip at least.
Mhm.
My boost.
Mhm.
Give me my dad's stash. Do I have to as well? Well, she can't evolve without you.
Rosha's just like.
Yeah, okay, so he's doing his whimsical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That was an episode.
Yeah. Didn't hate any of it.
No.
Don't hate how it ended. Wasn't an episode.
Maybe it was over a bit too quickly. It feels like it just flew by. It feels like it was just getting started. But yeah, no, I didn't hate it. Like, but but it was also a defeat means friendship ending.
It was.
But someone other than Hero got to do something, so and
What is with this?
yeah, can we?
Back up field.
Is there one there? Oh, the other one's gone. Okay. Oh, Rory just straight up getting murdered in that
Like
preview.
Like that bit in Mortal Kombat.
Nitara into Kung Lao's hat. Oh.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
That's still. It would be really interesting if there is something to do with his hand and it
Yeah.
don't make a sense unless we've got like.
Like maybe did he break his hand playing video games or something?
No, like. Like if it's some kind of weird magical power, it probably would die. But if maybe he's a robot. He does have some kind of masters. Maybe he built himself some kind of.
Yeah.
That's why he could keep up with the.
Keep up
Yeah.
with, even though like Ginkakumon added like a whole second fight stick.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he could keep, because his hand doesn't get tired. Because. I don't know.
No, I mean it's an idea.
An idea.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it myself. I do like that Jellymon used herself as a conductor for Ginkakumon's attack to wake Kyoshiro up.
Yeah.
That was bloody cool.
Yeah.
So one thing I will say about this episode is it does play a lot with what Digimon can do, like ability-wise. Maybe he has a mechanical arm. Honestly, expecting Angoramon to be the second one to evolve since he came second. But at the same time, I wasn't. Well, yeah, we kind of talked about it last week, looking at the episode previews. The episode previews really did indicate that Jellymon could have evolved either in this episode or the episode. Well, I'm not, or the episode 2 weeks from now, and I won't say why because again, that's spoilers. But next week's episode definitely seems to indicate that we're getting Simba or Angoramon, just based on the episode synopsis and even like that preview for next week. where Ruri is just straight up getting attacked, like by Repamon in like a buzzsaw. She's straight up getting hit by it. Hey Reiko, welcome to the stream. I really do like Jellymon for as much of a troll as she is. Like, does genuinely seem to care about Kyoshiro.
Yeah.
And I did kind of call it a few episodes back where something like this would happen. He'd get beat up and she'd show that she really does care, and that would trigger the evolution. And we got that we weren't strong because it was a game. We were strong because we had each other. And it's sentimental and it's cringy, but it's sickeningly sweet.
Yeah.
But it's like, at the same time, it's like, aw, you are more than just a brat. And then she evolves and she's just a taller brat.
Taller brat, yes.
She's definitely like I like that sent me.
Oh yeah.
That sent me skyward. That was
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to think of
we'll just stick her up now. Tesla Jellymon. Bring her down so she literate the chat. But fun episode. Well, of course, that's her darling. Yeah, only I may hurt him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so we got official art of Tesla Jellymon, we got official art of Simbar and Goramon, and we got official art of their perfect levels, which we talked about last week because of the dim cards, but I won't put the art on screen just for people who want to stay unspoiled, I guess. Tesla showed up in this episode, so her art goes up. But Jellymon really loves Kyoshiro. Yeah, definitely. You really do get a sense for that. I do like the dynamic between Kinkakumon and Ginkakumon. They don't seem to be siblings in the familiar, like the blood related sibling sense, but more she's the boss. Like it's more of I
do think it's hilarious that a huge, gigantic one that looks like you have to fight her and then fight him.
Yeah.
He's like, is that okay?
Yeah, yeah. Like that he's just like, Aniki, I don't, and he's calling her Aniki. So she's the boss of the duo, It's really fun. But I was really happy that Ginkakumon was every bit as giant as I ever thought he was going to be, because he looks like he can be piloted. And that is so good. It's like Rust Tyrannomon. He also has like a little cockpit thing. So that's something I've always wanted to do in a story, is make, because it's not a protagonist's mega level. It's not a protagonist mega level. If anyone's ever seen Rust Tyrannomon, it's not. But it has this cockpit thing. So I've always wanted to do something where its partner ends up piloting it, because it's. I'm sorry, it's a T-Rex Zord. With a giant ass cannon on its back.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
All these pictures are awful. Also small, but yeah. So it's got this thing here in the chest.
Yeah.
That looks like a tamer could stand in it, or there would be something in there.
Something where they're
like a Pacific Rim thing. Yeah, like a Pacific Rim thing. That'd be so fun. And Ginkakumon being the same way is, it tickles me. So to speak. So, does Ginkakumon's head remind you of Gabumon? I think it's just because of the horn. I don't think it looks like Gabumon entirely, but I think it's just because of the horn. Because which?
Oh no, that was
Marukimon?
Yeah. It looks like he's skinned.
Yeah, like Marukimon does look like he's skinned like a Gabumon or a Garurumon or something. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Because that's like, I mean, Gabumon is wearing a Garurumon pelt.
Yeah.
That's, you know,
Yeah.
poor Garurumon. They don't have a very high survival rate by the look of things. But yeah, the power of love was a beautiful thing in this episode, and I'm really happy with how it went, how this episode went. So that brings us then. I like the idea that Pokemon and Bakumon are going to be around a lot more, because they've moved into the dorm. Because he read all the books in the library and went, well, I'm done here, I guess. I'll go study Gamamon some more.
You know, that would have been reason enough. The books part.
Yeah.
You know, be near.
Yeah, like last week where we've seen Gulus Gamamon start to appear again. So if Pokemon is able to, I don't know, first see it coming or give them a warning here, you know, something's wrong here. Figure out what the trigger might be. Yeah. But I do think Kotaro is going to end up getting a partner.
Yeah,
he's a bit too involved.
Yeah. He's at least gonna get into the loop. He's around a lot.
Yeah, he'll be brought into the circle. Maybe he won't get a partner, but he'll definitely be made part of the team.
He might end up.
Yeah, he could just partnered by association rather than by
actually have one. Yeah.
Rather than by Digivice. I think I'm more used to seeing a Pokemon and Namon in the same room. Yeah, like it is weird coming from Frontier, but I mean the two of them were in 2020 and they were separate as well. So I think it's more of a wink and a nod than anything else.
Well, I didn't eat it. Did I like it as
well? I suppose we can jump
That's
over.
What I wonder.
I suppose we can jump over to that now.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Tesla's
Oh, right. Okay. Let me fix that then. We'll bring her back in a moment. Okay. The game of death. What would we rate? I think it goes with. I think it goes without saying.
Yeah. Well, if I put that in, technically.
Oh, you're gonna go with Tesla Jellymon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, sure.
She's a little brat, and I love her.
Sure.
So technically, I didn't feel too.
I mean, this is the weirdest technicality. This is just Jellymon but with extra steps.
Yeah.
But the actual episode score though.
That's a tough one. It is. It had an evolution, but it was so fillery.
Yeah.
I do evolutions, really, but I don't know.
Well, I don't think Heroes counts anymore, unless like Wizen and Gamamon showed up for some reason. I don't think Heroes evolutions count.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm for the concept was very different from what we've seen so far. Using video games to get to this point. Seems one-sided again. Power of Love and Adventure. I love everyone. Power of Love and Ghost Game. I'll marry my Digimon.
Where it's going.
Oh, well, especially looking at the official art of of Jellymon's perfect level. Yeah.
Hope it's gonna be hard.
Oh, I hadn't even considered that. I mean, I hadn't even considered that. The Jelly Bride or something, like a jelly
bride.
A Jelly Bride or something. The Princess Jellymon. I definitely do think this is worth a second watch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would like to watch this again now, but I won't because I want to respect people's time. But definitely afterward, I think we should watch it again.
Well, I did say once we back and read
all of them. Yeah, that is something you've pushed for a couple of weeks.
And then
I do agree. And see if our opinions change.
Yeah, and if we do have any different.
Yeah.
Then maybe talk about.
Did I like this more than last week's episode? I don't know. I definitely didn't like it more than the nightly procession of monsters. I would rank it under that. But I did like it more than birds. I did like it more than I'm gonna give this a 4. I'm gonna give it it's a high 4. Because I think it's better, for me anyway, it's better than the Doll's Manor, it's better than the Curse Song, and it's better than Birds.
Scribbles?
Scribbles is the one with Drachmon.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was
I like it
taking away body parts.
No.
I do think I like it more than that episode. And that episode was very nice with Angora and Rory's relationship. And looking at how next week is going to go based on the synopsis. And it looks like we're going to a sort of build on their relationship even more. But yeah, I think it's a high 4, and I would maybe go higher than Scribbles on it. So I'm going to give it a 4. Oh, that's not how that works. That's not even 4 cells. What about you?
I like it. 5.
Oh, so another 4.5? Okay. Or do you want to use hindsight and reduce Scribbles down? Not yet. I'll wait until we do the rewatch. Okay, that is more than fair. I'll do another when we do the rewatch. We'll do that off screen, and I'll do a thing here for adjusted score. Then we can update this.
Start the episode next week.
Yeah, that's what we can start the episode with next week, because we genuinely had nothing to talk about this week. Yeah, that was yeah, it was just, yeah, big storm, work a lot, a deep clean the house, so and do a month's worth of shopping. That was was the week, and it's not the most exciting.
This was a grown-up week.
This was a week to be a grown up and to be an adult. So ranking wise, then we're both going above Scribbles. Okay. Yeah, basically. I'll fix that in a sec. You think the formatting would... well... Yeah, that's fair. I think we've definitely come around, because we started off on a high. I'll go back to the main one. We've definitely come around because we started off on a high, and then we dropped a bit, and then it's come back around. Yeah. So the show is balancing out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just another spam? Oh, okay. I did
it. You did it. Okay.
Better than Birds. It was. It was a better episode than Birds, but I don't think that's I think that's a low bar. So much got elaborated on this week. Can't fault it. Yeah.
Fault it, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was fillery, but there was so much.
Yeah, it was.
The story of it was.
The main plot of this episode was very fillery. But for things in the grander scope, it's definitely, it's I don't want to be I don't want to be parroting, but like Yami did message me earlier, and the actual, it was like it's slowly chipping away to build up its plot. And that's what should be happening, because that's what we were asking for a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Where even if you're going to do fillery stuff, just tell us something to show us that the plates are spinning, or that the wheels are turning. And that's what we're getting to now.
Don't just do plot. Filler. Bit of plot. Filler.
Yeah, you do a nice mix of the two. And
yeah, you have your filler story, but the plot is entwined in it.
Yeah. I assume Rory will be expanded on in next week's episode. Yeah. Will I talk about what the synopsis suggests, the episode type at the very least?
That is, I guess, really.
Yeah.
For anyone else who doesn't know spoilers.
Does anyone mind me talking about what the synopsis for next week indicates the kind of episode we're getting? Oh, I'll bring Tesla back on screen. Of course I will. Oh, my dim cards are showing up soon. Hey, Jellymon-sama.
It's funny, you said earlier about just before we were going live, I was looking.
Yeah.
And I was like, really cool to get into like that kind of shape and cosplay that. And then I was like, and then I can just imagine some idiot coming up and talking to me and making a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
And that's from a kids show, and I'm like, I just made a big controversy about it in my head. And then you said that, and I was like, yep.
It's okay. It's okay.
But it's just
we're not going to conventions anytime soon. The way the state of the world is in, it's
I'm
fine.
not going to the gym that much to get into that shape in any time soon.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Gin Kakumon, so I was like, you're gonna make that armor?
No.
I mean, make the armor.
Why would that be a controversy?
I don't know. That's why it's like I'm very confused. But
I don't need to get into shape to wear that. I can be whatever size I want.
Yeah. But anyway, look. Social media is a hellhole, and there's a lot of good on it, but Jiminy crickets. Some people need to touch grass.
That's a problem I have. They're in my head sometimes when I say something, and I can't say that because there are people are, you know.
No, not just the Repamon appearance, though, to get back to the comments. More the episode structure is what the synopsis alludes to. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's the synopsis is alluding to what kind of the episode structure, and it's something Digimon has done, every season. Every season has had this kind of episode. It's just usually the protagonist that goes through it rather than one of the side characters.
Yeah.
And maybe I've said too much for people who don't want spoilers, but it's not a dark evolution. Our protagonist is still going to undergo that. We know that much. But you can probably hazard a guess at what kind of episode it's going to be from that suggestion. It's something the protagonist normally goes through. It happens every season. But next week it's going to be Rory who's doing it. So you can take it from there. And if you want me to elaborate more, I will. I think that's fair. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. But overall, yeah, like I did for the grander scheme stuff that this is building up, I think it was a really good episode.
Yeah.
For the story itself, yeah, it's fillery, but it was still kind of very sweet with Jellymon, calling out to Kyoshiro. And even before he started the game and she's grabbing him by the cheeks, she's like, "You're the dorm leader. You're meant to set an example. You can do this." And she's she's building him up. She's bigging him up so that he has the confidence to go in and do it, because he's obviously had an experience with this game that he's just like, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. And I don't think the experience was Ginkakumon related.
Oh no, he said he was playing it, and this rumor happened. So
that was just the rumor.
Basically, it's the rumor,
Okay, so it was just
happened,
the rumor.
yeah.
Okay, sorry, I kind of missed that.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I'd say you're right. Just
yeah.
I've had the microphone in my way, so if you've noticed me sort of doing this and that, it's because I've been sort of making sure I'm reading the subs okay.
Yeah, that's why I did this, because my webcam is in front of.
Yeah, but we need plot and the first major villain. Well, we're getting plot.
Yeah, there's been a lot of plot the last two.
The last 2 or so episodes. The plot has been slowly building up.
We're all gearing up for a murder. But
and that's it. That's what we are. We are gearing up for a murder.
But I think that was a good defeat because of the type of people.
Yeah.
Warriors will accept a defeat like that without being murdered.
Yeah.
And I think that was...
Yeah.
Although I feel bad for...
My booze!
And they were offering him all the booze that Dad's not drinking. Yeah. And she's like, no.
Oh,
you're not getting it.
Yeah. I want the fights. And we are going to get our first major villain. It's going to be Gulus Gamamon.
They also never said they were going to stop doing.
No, they never did. They never said we're not going to challenge people after 20 victories anymore. Maybe they just won't turn them into sake.
Okay.
If they win, that's it.
Yeah.
But they won't turn them into sake anymore.
They wouldn't. People just gave back who they had.
Yeah. That's fair. In 10 episodes, we find out that they're still doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the episode we get.
His word is about.
Yeah, we get Tesla. We get Tesla Jellymon's evolution then in that episode. Right.
Oh, far into this.
Yeah. So I don't, because now I say our first major villain because I don't think we're going to drag Gamamon out, especially if he's only a champion or an adult level. That just won't work. And they've already talked about the AI that created Digimon, so I think we're going to get something of a Leviathan situation as well. Gamamon as the first boss still seems like an odd call. And that's what I like. That's what I like about Gamamon being the first boss. It's so out there and it's so different. I just, it's the execution that's really going to sell it or hinder it. But Gamamon being the first boss, like, as Pedja says, like sort of a green goblin situation, that's so good.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I do. I do. I like that. I do like that.
Friend.
Oh yeah, yeah. That word. Yeah, hero.
The hero.
Literally,
the hero's bestie is the villain at the same time.
Yeah, literally the hero's friend.
So it creates a big. Although it does little for a conundrum like that, but it depends on him.
Yeah, that's it. It's the execution of it.
Yeah.
That's it. Let it play out. Like an NXT call up to the main roster. You just gotta let it play out, guys. You're fired, Gamamon. Here's your 3-week push. See you later.
Change his name to the Gamma Experience.
The Gamma Experience. Oh, okay. Yeah,
okay.
Let's not.
Nobody else knows.
No. Let's not let the wrestling talk bleed in. We don't do a wrestling podcast yet. Work in motion, work in progress, maybe. No guarantees. Throwing the football around for ideas. But anyway, maybe if they win, they'll hack their bank account to buy sake. Oh, maybe. Speaking of Goblin, only 5 days till No Way Home. Oh, it is. Wait, it's 3 for us. Comes out on Wednesday for us, the 15th.
Oh.
Comes out Wednesday.
We already ordered our food and all, didn't we?
Yeah, that's it. We just have to walk it because our cinema lets you order your food when you book your tickets. So we booked our tickets and we have our food ready to go when we walk in. It comes out on Wednesday for us, and I'm super excited. I will double check that to be sure, but I'm pretty confident.
Ruby.
Was it Odeon we booked it? Omniplex, that's the one. Sorry. Booking confirmation. 15. Yep. 15th of December at 19:30.
Wireless charger not doing the thing. Okay, you're not.
It just needs. Maybe it just needs to warm up. I was expecting more Date mentions off you. Okay, yeah. So Ginkakumon is basically Date from Cyber Sleuth. The cop.
Oh, the lady, yeah.
Yeah, the lady cop. Yeah, Ginkakumon is basically her. Will we do a Spider-Man stream? Well, I won't be able to stream it from the cinema. Obviously, that's not what you meant, but just covering my bases there. I don't know. Maybe we could do a short video talking about it. It would be riddled with spoilers, though. Is the thing.
I'm not good at reviewing.
No, it's more like talking about what just happened.
Yeah, I'm not good. Like I used to write for a website, and doing a spoiler-free review. Hardest thing. How do you not talk about it?
Yeah. You're trying to big up what makes a piece of media special without telling people
and there's this
the
big
reasons.
Thing, and
Yeah.
So just watch it. But no, I feel like we'd need to.
It's an idea.
Maybe when it comes out somewhere else that we can watch it at the cinema. Like when you come out of the cinema, it's kind of like, when you come out of a concert and you're like, did they play this song? Did they do that? Did they? I don't know.
I don't know. I think a movie's a bit more focused.
A little bit.
Because you've got these set pieces that you're going to remember more than the song.
But then if
we're gonna
do a stream about it, I feel like I need to have it to reference. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, let's see how we feel.
Yeah, let's see how.
I wouldn't say no to the idea, but Geo Tesla. Fake Grand Order. My genius electricity is now in a Digimon.
I absolutely love this.
Oh yeah, no,
fantastic.
no, Jellymon turning herself into a USB to hack the character Kyosho was playing as, amazing. But then when everything materialized into the pseudo digital world, it's just like, but it was so easy before. What happened?
Because you had video game stats, not real life stats.
Yeah.
Now that works.
Yeah.
It looked very cool.
Oh yeah. Now the evolution sequence was fun. Although, wouldn't Kinkaku work for Faye too? Yeah, Kinkakumon would work as Faye's partner, but Faye already has her Vespamon. That is Faye's, right? Vespa? The giant wasp looking thing. I say Vespamon and I keep thinking of Vespaquin.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, it is. It's Vespamon. That thing. Tiger Vespamon, that's the one.
Oh, that's.
Oh, Fanbimon? Yeah.
Oh, you pointed that out to me.
Watch.
And I was like, what is the bee? What is the bee? The bee is cute. That's all I could focus on. I don't know what one it was, but I was like, that is the cutest thing. What's it?
Yeah, no, Fanbimon is adorable. Waspmon less so. So it goes Fanbimon, Waspmon, Cannonbemon, and then Tiger Vespamon. I don't know. But yeah, like it would work as a partner or at least one of her Digimon, because in Cyber Sleuth you have many. but as in terms of who I could see back to back supporting each other in a fight, it'd be definitely Date and King Kakumon. Similar to like in the Legendary War, where Masaru and Omega Shoutmon, are side by side, ready to throw hands. Like, something like that. I could definitely see King Kakumon and Date like that. I mean, Date's partner is technically a Lopmon now. Question? Well, not now.
I could see Date punching.
Yeah, well, I mean, the world got rewritten at the end of that game, so nobody has partners anymore. But I could see it. I could see it. Did I say Vamdemon? No, Vespamon, Tiger Vespamon. Or Fan Beemon. That was the other one. Yeah, I think we'll jump over to the comments from last week.
Still really.
It does feel like it's super early because we didn't spend 40 minutes talking about stuff at the start of the show.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks we've had like 40 minutes to an hour of just back and forth between stuff we were up to and then with the chat.
Today we're like, just give me the Digimon.
Yeah.
This week was boring.
Yeah.
I need something nice.
This week was too adulty. Give me my childish half hour, please. So let me bring up the comments. Okay, yeah, YouTube is just being weird. Okay, I'll just open up a new tab. Thanks, YouTube. Comments. So, take away the I haven't responded. Go into Clockmon's timey-wimey. Oh, here. Get rid of the I haven't responded again, and we'll work from the bottom up. Oh, there's only 4?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anything held for review? No?
No.
Just the 4? That feels wrong.
All 4 of them have.
Yeah, still. Yeah, okay, no, I just double checked YouTube Studio on the phone. Yeah, it's only 4 comments this week. So, Yami started off saying, geez, this went on for another hour. So this is where, after Yami took off and we got into the spoiler room stuff. So, I meant sound the same as in, if you listen to it blind, you would not be able to tell me who was speaking. Honestly, after 4 kids, having the same dozen people and everything isn't such a bother, but more familiar. So rare to hear you talk about Saint Seiya. Was that not your original love? Yeah, I mean, after Shinzo, but, it's definitely up there, definitely in top 5. A 4 seems generous, I'd say 3 at most. Personally, I think there were some glaring flaws in this episode, far more so than others. Okay. The problem is that inevitability when that inevitable day does come, I'll likely still miss the reaction. So we'll just have to wait for the mini rant that follows. With no timestamp, I can't finish the app, despite the frustrating end of this episode. Unlike 2020, I do still care and don't want future episode spoilers. But that's fair. Yeah, I'll go back over it and put the timestamp in, as I for when it ends.
Are your videos able to do
the chapters?
To the chapters?
I don't think I have it unlocked. I think I need to have a certain amount of followers before I can do chapters. Okay. It's something I keep meaning to look into, but then other stuff happens, so that is what it is. Okay, so Justin's game, #Imananji. I like the episode, but I so think that Pokemon and Bakuman are a pair that I wasn't expecting. I'm very glad to finally get an explanation as to why Digimon can touch certain things while in hologram ghost mode, so we know why Jellymon could touch the dim card, and we also know why Digimon without partners could materialize, so that doesn't mean that if Jellymon trolled Kyosho enough that she would have materialized by herself? Doesn't that mean if she trolled him enough? Yeah, because if she had haunted him, out of malice rather than out of love. Anyway, question mark? Yeah. So she trolled him out of malice and just consistently haunted him. Yeah, his emotion or fear toward her, in theory, would have given her enough energy to materialize, which makes me wonder why more Digimon haven't copped onto this. So what else? Where are we? I'm just glad they explained this. I do like what they did with Clockmon early on in the episode. He was basically playing cat and mouse with Hero and waited until he was alone to finish him off. Gulas Gamamon really effed him up and gave him a taste of his own medicine. I literally thought of Frieza when If got sawed in half with his own attack, and almost same thing happens here with the moment he asked for help. I said, oh, screw you, lol. But of course, Hero had to be the hero and save him. I gave this episode a 4. Yeah, that is very fair. And I was thinking the same thing for a while now. I think Gulas Gamamon will be the first one to kill something. If you read his profile on Wikimon, it would make sense, and maybe later Hero is in a fight that he can't win, tries to get Clockmon to make Gamamon go kaboom with his Chrono Breaker. Then after Hero realizes he made a mistake, and if they do that, I will go back here and give this episode a 5. I don't... Like, Clockmon might turn up again, but I don't... Do I trust... I don't know if I like the idea with Hero knowingly playing with fire and it backfiring. Like if Hero has cottoned on to the idea that every time Clockmon has hit Gamamon, Gamamon has had this shadowy presence or whatever, that's done some serious damage, or at least, frightened Clockmon on one occasion and nearly destroyed him on the other. If Hero goes looking for that, ooh,
unreal. Has to happen.
Yeah, like there has to be a really dire situation where you're just like
or something.
I don't know about that. Well, yeah, well,
or at least Hero think.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that idea. I don't know if the show would have
I don't think Hero has it in him.
I don't think Hero has it in him, and I don't see the writers coming up with that idea. But hell, if they do, like, I'm more than happy to have been wrong on that. And I think it's a neat idea. But it does come down to, again, like anything else, it comes down to the execution of things. And whether the show can do it in a meaningful way that doesn't feel like... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? Actually, yeah, it doesn't feel... Yeah.
Feel for me. Oh, you really pissed me off. I'm gonna kill you. It has to be more.
Yeah, but I don't even see Hero getting to that point either.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
So otherwise,
yeah,
he wouldn't have helped him.
He wouldn't have helped him. Yeah, he would have let it go. It's an idea though, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if I like the idea of Clockmon coming back so soon.
No.
Like, I think he needs to just go away for a while and turn back up. Maybe somewhere in the second half of the show, and we can go, oh well, we haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, what reason would he have to hit Gamamon with the Chrono Breaker?
Well, he's saying if Hero
goes looking for if Hero made him do it, but
I don't know how. But
yeah, no, but if but Clockmon knows what that does to Gamamon, why would he agree to that?
To kill a bigger threat.
Yeah.
But again, that threat being right Hero.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I think I need to mull on that a little. So Pedja says this was a good episode for the most part, but I didn't like the ending. There are some great things about this episode. Professor Bokomon explaining how Digimon are like hologram ghosts and how they become real. Gulus Gamamon cameo, but that ending, Clockmon who tried to kill Hero and take his time, who attacked a lot of people and who was sadistic and pure evil, just changed his mind. Like, oh, you saved me? Well, I'm not bad anymore. Yeah, and that was a problem we had with this episode. It was a problem with the Sirenmon episode. At least the racing episode, CL and Phantomon, or Metal Phantomon, just got absorbed into a gate, so that they never had that coming to Jesus moment, so to speak.
Yeah, even Ironman, that's fine, but was evil, and like his whole deal is that he eats their time, therefore, you know what I mean,
sucks their souls out effectively. Yeah.
And submit to scary
corpses
and that's not something you just go, all right, well, you helped me out.
No, I feel like they should have killed Clockmon here. This episode was the one that should change the tone, but no. I give this episode a 3. I don't think it deserves a 4. And I did agree, but the more we talked about the more we talked about the episode, the more I came around to the idea, because bigger picture stuff I was looking more at then. And so I stand by the score I gave it, but I can totally appreciate why it's not for everyone, or why people would look down on the episode, because it was building to this, just building and swelling to this crescendo that just never happened.
Yeah.
And I completely understand why that just turned people off.
If it does have some kind of later, then lines on it.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, maybe they'll come back and
maybe
lines on it.
Exactly.
And be
Yeah.
like, no, that's a 2.
If there's it depends. Yeah. Like if there's consequences for this episode not playing out or not playing out a certain way, it'll be good for it'll be good for hindsight and good for looking at the overall story from a rewatch perspective, where you can say, oh well, this is where they were putting the building blocks for this, and this had to happen here because this other thing couldn't happen later on. So it's tough to tell right now, but I do like that we're just getting a lot more plot exposition, and that makes me happy. So now next step, Kinkakumon, can't wait. I hope we'll see Tesla Jellymon next week and a bigger fight, because they're playing a fighting game, and we got that in spades. Pardon me, we got that in spades. Episode 12 might be Ruli's time to get her partner to evolve. Given that next week's episode is episode 11, I think it'll be episode 11. I think we're getting Simbar and Goramon next week. Just based even on the episode preview. The episode preview has Ruri getting buzzsawed by Repamon. Yeah, so I definitely see Angoramon evolving next week. I would be very shocked if he doesn't. I just can't wait for Gulus to appear and just start killing Digimon. See, I don't want that either. I don't want him to just turn up and edgelord the show.
Just go off on a run.
No, no.
Like if he is gonna kill, has to happen.
I want villains with a purpose.
Yeah.
I want villains, and that was my complaint about 2020, and it would be disingenuous of me to say I want this to go one way when I spent not 65 weeks, but I spent a lot of time bitching about the previous show for not doing this. I want a villain with purpose. And if Gulus Gamamon is going to be the first arc boss, needs to build to something bigger, but I don't want him turning up and going, I'm going to kill you because evil reasons. Like, no.
Don't want him to just mindless.
No, and no. Just have a reason. Look, if you go off on a rampage and you start murdering humans and Digimon alike, there better be a plot reason for it, or something that furthers your end goal, rather than just, well, I'm evil. What else am I meant to do? Lol. Oh, episode 11. Oh, okay, so it was a typo. Yeah, no, that's fair. Anyone know how this is doing in Japan? I haven't looked into it. I haven't looked into it. I'm sure.
That's something I'd like to know, but also kind of scares me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would hope.
I would hope it's doing well. But I don't yet know. I don't want to look into it because I've already seen how the Western fan base has fallen off. I really hope the Japanese audience isn't the same. So Clatter then says, I petition that Kotaro be made into a Digidestined already for season 2. He has already passed a couple of qualifications to be made so, and those qualifiers include 1. Be endearing. Okay, I guess he has that sort of what's his name from Hacker's Memory feel to him. The blonde dude.
Oh.
Yami, what's his name again? Your favorite character from Hacker's Memory? Blonde dude. No, Ryuji was the angsty big brother. You was Chitose, that's the one. So Kotaro has sort of Chitose endearingness to him.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's fair. 2 is somewhat close to certain main characters. Yeah, okay. 3 unfortunately ends up in dangerous situations. God, yeah. 2 weeks in a row now. And all he needs now is a partner, and he will be all set for the next season. Honestly, I just adore how well Kyotaro and Jellymon work well together, and how neither of the two overshadow the other. Yeah, that is something I really do love about this partnership. Because... And it's among the 3 pairings. Isuke, priceless facial expressions. True. And no, he doesn't. Oh, he does though. I could totally if you put the Hacker's Memory, if you put the cast of Hootie into this show, I could totally see Chitose being the Kotaro. I could totally see that. Chitose would be the one in the Kotaro situation.
Yeah. Especially
his talk about, you know, oh, I hear this beautiful, strong warrior, and I can't wait to meet her. And Chitose spends 90% of Hacker's Memory being a skirt chaser? Yeah. Huh? Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Let you play Cyber Sleuth rather than me play it for like the 6th time.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I mean,
I've seen it. I'm not gonna.
That's fair. Well, do you want to play my versions on the PlayStation that are uncensored, or do you want to get this? Yeah, well then we'll go with it. We just boot up my PS4 and play those.
Next year.
Yeah, God, yeah. New year, new games. Not now. Honestly, yeah, like the relationships between the casts, I think Kyotaro and Jellymon definitely have the strongest. I would so far. Ruri and Angoramon we haven't seen enough of, and I think next week I'll start to build on that. So if I had to rank them, I would say Kyotaro and Jellymon, then Hiro and Gamamon, and then Ruri and Angoramon. But as much as Ruri throws herself headlong into things, her interactions with Angoramon, they don't. It's not that they don't talk.
Yeah.
But they don't bounce off each other enough that one makes up for the other.
Yeah.
You know, where Jellymon and Kyotaro are like the extremes of that.
Yeah, they're like opposite personalities.
Opposite,
but they mesh well.
But they mesh well, yeah, in an opposites attract sort of thing.
Yeah.
And Hiro and Gamamon are like, Hiro is the responsible child who's maybe a bit too grown up for his own good, and Gamamon is just a baby.
Yeah.
So you do have that juxtaposition as well. But Ruri and Angoramon don't seem to bounce off each other enough to. But the interactions we do see between them are always very nice.
Yeah. Cameo.
A Hootie cameo in Ghost Game would work so well.
Yeah.
Or even any of the like Cyber Sleuth in general. Like if they mention the Kuremi Detective Agency, like even if they just name drop it and she doesn't show up, I can go, I understood that reference.
Yeah, and like the little ghost hunting kid, it would fit in here perfect.
Yeah. Ones who all nearly got murdered doing the crossroad thing. which is an actual thing.
Mm.
It wasn't just for the game. That's an actual urban legend thing that
Yeah.
that kids do.
Mhm.
Basically looking into the mirror and saying Candyman 5 times.
Mm.
But once again, I need to state what I said about Tesla Jellymon's design a long while back, and the fact that I consider Tesla to be okay-ish. I'm not over the moon about it. Still prefer if she had a form that was similar to Tobyumon or Kuzurumon, Megamon Giant. Oh, okay. The Kuzurumon, the thing that got badly fan translated as Cthulhumon. The
thing that I just call Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my first thought when I looked at it.
Yeah. This thing.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Dagomon. Yeah. The actual Cthulhumon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dagomon. Yeah. But yeah, this thing.
Yeah.
No, it's called Kuzurumon though, and people went Kuzuru, and you can see where they got there,
Yeah.
but no.
Yeah, like I was saying, it would have been cool if she turned into a giant version of her head.
Yeah.
Like a giant jellyfish blob or something.
Yeah, if
like
they really went sort of eldritch with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if she wasn't
like
a
that thing that was in your-
partner Digimon, she probably would.
Yeah, like that thing that was in your Zelda game earlier. Like landed and all the goop came
Oh,
out
the thing
and
with the
caught you
eyes?
into it.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool actually. But
The big eye monster, you have to pull all the other eyes off it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but now we know what her perfect looks like, and it's a completely different design again from us even looking at the sprite last week. The sprite and the actual artwork were just like,
Yeah.
what?
I really had to focus on them to pick out what I had.
Yeah. But yeah, I could. But I think if she wasn't a partner Digimon, I don't think what Clatter is looking
They'd
for
ugly
would
her
be
up.
too. They would
Yeah.
ugly her up.
Yeah.
Because I've shown you before, right? In Digimon Frontier, we have Ranamon, right? So this is great for audio listeners, and I don't have display capture up, right? But we have Ranamon, right? You can see how cute she is.
Turn on
And...
display.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Let me turn Tesla off here, and I think we'll put the display capture back. Right. So we had Ranamon, right, in season 4, right? And she's like this really cute sea creature, mermaid, fish thing, right? And they really played up like just how adorable she's meant to be.
Yeah,
And
like
all-
you get a good swimsuit cosplay. Or like
Yeah.
they really thought about that.
Yeah, and like she is like a complete, similar to Jellymon. She is like a real brat. She's a real bratty character as well. You can sort of see it
Yeah.
like in her. But then what she evolves into, Calamaramon. They uglied the hell out of her. They turned her into a giant kraken with
Yeah. I can see that, but she's still.
I have
She still has the boobs. What do you think? Being someone?
yeah. You know, but they really did. They
But,
made her a bit more monstery. They made her a bit more eldritch, not eldritchy, but
Yeah.
they did turn her into a giant kraken.
Yeah.
Where I don't ever see Jellymon turning into an actual giant jellyfish.
No.
She'll
I
be
don't.
more.
Yeah.
She'll be more anime waifu with jellyfish aesthetic. You know.
I feel Jellymon. I really do. So she's got that little punky kid
Yeah.
aesthetic, and obviously your aesthetic as well.
Da 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 da.
Come on, if Marina and Pearl were just there and Jellymon was there talking to them, she would totally fit in.
Yeah, especially in her floaty mode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they won't do this to her anyway.
No.
and we've seen that.
At the very most, they would do that for like
Maybe her mega level, maybe,
or like one of those that only comes up every now and again.
oh, like a side evolution thing. Yeah. So
Still turn that in.
yeah, I mean, well, somebody did some cute artwork here. All 00. What? And even the caption. What? She's always been cute.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean,
So it still works for, but like
this one.
yeah, like what if she looked like that?
Oh, Sakakumon
Yeah.
or Sephirothmon.
Yeah, like that's what I mean by ugly her up.
Yeah.
Or some kind of or
That's talking about ratings. Okay,
Yeah.
let's jump back over then. Play capture off and we'll Tesla back up. So, Roar, I am evil Roar. Who do you? On Toei channel, Ghost Game previews get like 15 to 20,000 likes a week, but Adventure previews got 100,000 views. Yeah, I think Adventure was more popular. Well, and as Yami says, the 01 cast is always going to draw in a bigger audience because nostalgia, and that's why Toei will milk it every couple of years. I appreciate it from a business standpoint, but I don't like the detriment that it has on the rest of the franchise. Looks a lot like 90s Sailor Moon Queen Beryl. Oh my god, it does! I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, it looks like Queen Beryl from the 90s Sailor Moon. That implies she had a different design in the remake. Granted, I didn't see anything of the remake, so... yeah, I can see it. Beryl, yeah. But I think it was more her... I think she had a big monstery form at the end of the show. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, something like that, definitely. But like, hold on. Did Platter have any further comment or? Yeah, okay. So, still prefer she had a form that was similar to Tobyumon or Kazurumon's form, but slug-like. Besides, not just completely avoiding the bipedal formula that most Digimon monsters have, even though we have Wizen Gamamon, but also bringing something unique to the table. If not that route, they could still have designed Tesla Jellymon more prettily or similarly to Harpymon and Lovely Angemon. Yeah, and without spoiling too much, that's kind of the route they've gone with Tethysmon. Is that a spoiler if the artwork is officially out there? Another spam bot. Rude. Hey, like that is her ultimate be Beryl Jellymon. But yeah, where is that comment gone? Like making her similar to like Harpymon or Lovely Angemon is kind of what they've done with Ethysmon for all intents and purposes. Like here she does just look like a from what we even seen in the show, she's a taller, brattier Jellymon.
Yeah, like I said, she looked like a scrappy teenager.
A scrappy teenager, yeah. Evolutions generally don't become spoilers until mega level. Okay, so for me to elaborate on my point a bit more, are we okay if I put the Tethysmon art on screen? Just to elaborate on, you know, what we're talking about in regards to design philosophy. Are we okay if I put that up? Or would some people prefer not to know yet? I'll go with the majority. I mean, I say this, and like the artwork is in my YouTube community post.
Yeah, true. You've already posted it out, but that depends if people.
Depends if people have seen it. Exactly. Platter's okay with it. Megas tend to have more plot significance than any other evolutions aside from dark ones. Okay, and I know myself and Yami were already talking about them, so it's not like spoiling for Yami, but okay. So I'll pop up the art for Tethys Mon then, and this is her. I'll put her over the chat because I'm gonna need to just blow it up so we can talk about this.
Yeah.
So like that's the design philosophy that went into Tethys Mon. Hey Iker, thanks for joining in. So completely different from when we were talking about the sprite last week. Let me get the. So.
Chat's quite full enough. That's all good.
So this was the sprite that we were talking about last week from the dim card, and we were trying to work out how the monster was assembled because we thought this was an eye and it was very like bloodshot and whatever, but it turns out it's a big spirally sun thing.
Tattoos that people for the holiday.
Yeah, it's if this isn't her mega, then they're crazy. No, or it just means they have another design in mind for her mega level. Well, actually, like her ultimate now. Yeah.
Like now, I can see what they're going for with the outfit. Last week.
Yeah, last week we thought the big puffy things looked like saggy boobs.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure if she was just a hanging blob or.
Yeah, but it's clearly the top of the jellyfish being like her dress.
And then she actually has body and.
Yeah, not that we're focused on the boobs or anything.
No, but it's just the fact that we thought that was saggy.
Yeah. No, I get you. So.
No, I still feel even at that level.
You're waiting for the mega level for her to go full ara ara.
I need personality to go.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
What an odd conversation.
Oh, we've gone bottom left already.
Yeah. Looks a little like a cyborg. Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Last week I was saying she looked like kind of like Andromon with the face thing. But
yeah, she does look like she looks mechanical and cybernetic in the sprite, which worked because Tesla, electricity, and then I don't know why they've arrived at Tethys.
Yeah.
Because Tethys isn't really that great of a Titan. For anyone who's up on their Greek lore, Tethys isn't really that great of a Titan. But I do enjoy the design philosophy that they've employed. So they've so she's all about her punches and her claw attacks, so they've given her big metal hands. And then the Anjouamon face mask thing, I'm not sure I still understand. But the jellyfish just becoming this giant hat as well, it's really good.
Because when she was before this, they're under the hat.
Yeah, for Tesla. For Tesla Jellymon. We bring her back up. Yeah, she's still here. So.
Yeah, so her eyes are under the hat.
Yeah.
It's only when she goes up into the hat that her on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can definitely see like where even as a monster, like where the evolution come from. Or how one does lend into the other's design.
Yeah, like gloves. Oh, excuse me. In the other one as well.
Yeah.
Little hand.
So it does look like a natural progression. But she's a lot more scrappy. Like a scrappy teenager, as you said, as Tesla. But then she looks like this tomboyish, rebellious, pre-cure princess, though, as like she's sort of this mix of tomboy, but also prim and proper.
Yeah, she looks like a lot of girls go through a thing where they're a tomboy when they're younger, and they're like, I never wear makeup or anything like that.
Yeah.
Then they hit teenage years
That's
and they
it.
kind of get a bit more girly, but they still have the tomboyish thing going on.
Yeah. No, obviously we're saying some, not all.
Yeah. It's just a
I need to crop off some of these.
Some of the white on that.
Some of the or mask them a bit more so that I can overlay them better. But
Ooh, excuse me.
my Christmas profile for the one.
Oh, Yami said it looked like something like Andromon as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I was confused by the sprite trans. Looks something like and that was what we thought last week when we were talking about them. Like the difference between what we've seen. I'll just take Tesla off screen for a moment and I'll pop the Tethys mod sprite back up. Like we looked at that and went, oh god, she looks like some sort of jellyfish cyborg thing. And then we got this prim and proper princess, where we looked at the Lamormon art sprite, right? So for Angoramon's Mega, and we went, oh, he just got fat and fluffy. He just got fat again, but he's a lot more. God, what's the word I'm looking for? Feral looking.
Yeah.
He's a lot more feral looking. But then we got the actual artwork. And he's like this ferocious rabbit bat thing with swords.
With swords, yeah.
And claws.
Are those wings?
Those are wings.
Yeah.
So he's like
they're kind of like wings. That bit.
Yeah, they don't really show as well.
It looks like a tail.
Yeah, well, that was what we were last week. We couldn't make out whether that was a tail or whether they were fins. But he's definitely like some rabbit bat thing.
Oh, sorry. Crotch area.
Oh.
It's like the back of the wing, I guess.
Yeah, it's the back
I'm
of the
surprised
wing.
I didn't notice that last week.
Pervert.
But he does not have it there. It is his wing.
It is his wing, yeah. Pervert. So like
he also looks skinnier, but I guess that's just a sprite thing.
Yeah, I'd say that's a sprite thing. But he definitely got all his fur back. Like next week Angoramon's getting pants, and I'm gonna have a reason to use that clip of Wallace from the dub of Digimon the movie. He's got pants now. Vampire, bat, moth, rabbit thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a bit of everything. So like I definitely think Angoramon has something of an interesting design philosophy as well.
He looks like current Angoramon having a temper tantrum.
he Yeah. Like if you were to tell me this was a dark evolution for Angoramon, I'd say that checks out. I wouldn't have said that was a perfect level.
Considering like the next one looks like some kind of Zen martial artist guy.
Yeah.
And the one before that is like Uncle from Avatar.
Hold on. You mean Simbar here?
Yeah, he looks like he looks like he's ready to fight, but I can see him like standing there and giving the same talk that Angoramon does.
Like I don't see this one evolving into this one.
No.
But I see Angoramon turning into this just straight up. Like if anything,
if he gets angry.
He gets angry, or I could see that evolution going the other way.
Maybe.
I could see Angoramon into this.
He makes me think of Renamon. Because she has that kind of, well, in Tamers anyway.
Yeah.
She has that kind of like composure about her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah. That's what I can see coming from him, just judging by his face and from Angoramon himself. His personality, but that.
No.
That is angry.
Which is very interesting. It also got metal claws. You notice that his claws are also metal.
Yeah.
So, but like even like,
Is he wearing a watch?
Is he wearing? No, he's a giant clock. Is this how Clockmon comes back?
He's like, those hands are on the back, just telling the time.
Yeah. But it is such an interesting difference in philosophy, because like Angoramon, we know from design documents, Angoramon's not fat. He is literally just fluffy, like an Angora rabbit.
Yeah.
He's just a big fluffy boy.
Yeah.
Like, that's what Angora... I'll put the display capture back up for the chat.
That lady is so happy we have to show that picture.
I will. Let me just get the Digimon off screen so that I don't overlap the display capture. Okay. So that's what an Angora rabbit looks like. They're not like, look at that one, right? That's without all of this or all of that, right? That's Angoramon. Oh my god, that's such a fluffy, but that's basically what an Angora rabbit looks like. Like, they're not fat, they're just fluffy AF.
She has a look on her face like, if you ever get dirty, I'm going to kill you. I'm not cleaning this floor.
You know, so I don't know, do we know what Simbar means? Simbar means. Let's have a look. Oh, it's Digimon. Okay, so it has to come from something, right? What's the... Is there a Wikimon? That's just the artwork. That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yes, fluffy rabbit.
Or Digimon. And Goramon is actually a big ass fluffy rabbit. And then it's just this thing again. From Wikimon. So hold on. Let me actually load up Wikimon itself. And we'll see if there's a name entomology on the profile. Because if there's a name entomology, we know where Simbar comes from. It'll give us an idea on what if he's still an Angora rabbit, the Simbar could just mean like fighting or something, you know, or symbiosis or some nonsense. Oh, alright, let's have a look. Okay, let's say name and entomology. Okay, so Simbar doesn't have a meaning, apparently. Yeah. And Angora just still comes from, obviously, from the Angora rabbit. We don't know what a Simbar is. Let me have a look at Lamort. Oh, his name literally comes from Lamort, meaning the death. Oh, yeah, no, but I was hoping it would tie more back into the rabbit stuff.
Yes, rabbit.
So his name, his name is literally the Deathmon.
But
I mean, for a horror,
isn't there a Deathmon?
There is a Deathmon, but for a horror-themed show, that's awfully fitting. I still don't know where we got Tethys from, but you know, that's Deathmon.
Oh yeah.
So his name is literally just the Death. Sure. So Deathmon. Oh, that is also Deathmon. Or a Deathmon. Yeah. That looks like this Deathmon and Vilemon or Evilmon fused.
Yeah. What a Monty Python.
Okay, sure.
There we go.
Okay.
That's the reason.
So it's just Lamort on. Don't you have a tattoo that says Die Bart Die? No, it says Lamort La. Okay. You know, but back to what we're saying about sort of the design philosophy. Like Jellymon up to Tesla Jellymon, or even up to Tethysmon, is very deliberate. You can see where they get from point A to point. And Goramon is so different because he starts off as fluffy, gets really thin, and then gets really fluffy again and very vicious, as opposed to looking like he's cool, calm, collected, and use martial arts and clocks to break your face in. Then Gamamon is also weird. Because ignoring Chaos Gamamon and Wizen Gamamon, and even to an extent ignoring Gulus Gamamon, we just focus on Betel Gamamon. We know that he evolves to Kano Weissmon, which looks more like an Examon pre-evolution than anything else. It's just so different as well that he goes from, bipedal tricycle to Triceratops. Jesus Christ. It's late. It is right.
Sorry, I couldn't let that
I know,
go.
no. You were right not to let it go. Like, he goes from bipedal Triceratops, baby bipedal Triceratops. I said pedal on purpose, tricycle. So bipedal Triceratops into big red bipedal Triceratops into quadrupedal dragon.
Yeah. Bring it up again?
A Weissmon? Nani? Oh. Did the capital W I put in throw the Wikimon off?
Apparently so.
Fuck off. Anyway, so...
Yeah, like, he's got the colouring and still has the head, but...
He's more dragon than Triceratops now.
Yeah, they just decided to stretch out that and make dragon. I guess that's where the tricycle is an interesting dinosaur.
Leave me alone. No, please don't. I need you here. Please stay here and validate me. But so I have him up on screen just for the chat's convenience as well. But you can kind of see where Betel Gamamon comes from. But it does look more like an Examon pre-evolution than it does anything from the Gamamon line.
I mean, I can see Gamamon, but not anything in between.
No. And again, just for the chat's convenience. Like, I could totally see this evolving into that.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we got there. Don't validate, only antagonize. God damn it. Why are you so mean, Yami? Why are you so mean? Yeah, it's yeah, like, it's a good design. And I wonder if, like, the shadowy stuff here is just for show or if it has anything to do with Gulus. Actually, does the Wikimon know? Does the Wikimon have any information on Gulus Gamamon yet? That might be able to... Gulusmon? No. A ferocious Digimon that evolves when the evil heart hidden within Gamamon was unleashed. It rejects interference from those around it and is only interested in fighting. And once it catches an opponent that comes into sight, it will not stop attacking them until they breathe their last breath. It puts up ferocious battles where it attacks regardless of whether its limbs get broken. Its special moves are crushing the enemy with the flames of darkness. It amasses in its hands dark pails and hurling those flames of darkness while maintaining power. Desdemona. In addition, it kills the enemy with its dead end skewer, which it pierces their vitals with the tip of its tail with pit. So Dark Pails is just evil sore shot. Like, that's all that is. Like, even looking at him, he is just evil Betel Gamamon.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he relates to the other two at all. He's just
I like his
evil Metal
unicorn.
Gabamon. I do like his horn. Yeah, the horn is cool. There's probably some obscure connection, like Palmon to Togemon. Well, is it that they all not hatch? What's hatch for plants? Bloom? Yeah, they all bloom from each other. Blossom works too.
Yeah.
Blossom works too. So Togemon would blossom from Palmon. Lilymon, you actually do see blossoms from the thing. So, but yeah, I like those two look, more connected than this and this.
Yeah.
Oh. But anyway. He also does look, but Metal Gabamon also looks like a Sonic character.
Yeah.
That's
the thing, they have something weird and sporty about them. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Let's have a look here. Yeah. So look, I mean, there's Metal Gabamon.
Yeah.
Who just looks like a good version of Gulus Gabamon.
Yeah.
And then his the form in which Gabamon grew up, its body turned red due to the flames of its blazing heart. Its agility has increased, and its power and speed in close combat have risen even more. The power of its attacks doubles as the excitement of its emotions grow. Its special moves are Sword Blow, in which it punches the enemy with flames and amasses it in hands. Oh, that sounds familiar. Darkness Pales. And Sore Shot, in which it hurls the flames in its hands, albeit less powerful, which, like Gulus Gabamon's other attack. So they are just counterparts to one another.
So what did he use to turn back on himself? He just deflected?
I think he might have just said nah.
That
Because it
sounds
wasn't
like-
Dead End Skewer, because otherwise Clockmon would be dead.
Yeah.
And it's not the Desdemona, because that's just the Sore Shot. Where this,
Yeah,
and that's
so-
the Sore, and Dark Pales is just Sore Blow.
More just,
So it's just evil power because evil.
yielding itself, so it go back. Yeah.
I. I do like that art.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's. So I'll bring everything back up here. We're getting toward the end. Purification evolution, exorcism on Gamamon. Hey, have Examon as his mega if we go a step further. I don't remember how the dim card. No, he's not on the dim card. Because if he was on the dim card, I'd be like, okay, they knew what they were doing. But he's not. He's not a mega level on the dim card. None of the protagonists have an actual mega level on the dim card. They only go up to perfect, which again, I said this before, leads me to believe we're going to get a Ghost Game version 2 pack in the second half of the show, where the mega levels will be on that. And the ones that we have out now are just because they need merch because the show is airing.
Yeah.
And they probably don't even have the mega levels designed.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They're talking.
I can see Gamamon turning into
I just comment there.
Drago from
Drago.
Bakugan, only white. Drago is a raptor, you know. There's probably some obscure, maybe. Have Examon as his mega if we go a step further. And it would work. I wouldn't complain. It definitely looks like it's a possible mega. But it's just interesting how Tesla was the one that, or Jellymon was the one that ended up with the most straightforward Digimon evolution line, where the other two are just kind of all over the place.
Yeah. Little baby Triceratops. Sporty thing.
Dragon.
Dragon.
Big fluffy rabbit. Skinny rabbit.
Ninja rabbit.
Skinny ninja rabbit. Fluffy rabbit. Vampire moth thing.
Yeah.
Where Tesla was like jellyfish. Scrappy jellyfish. Princess jellyfish.
Yeah.
And it's the most Digimon of them.
Yeah, it'd be cool if she did.
I do
Not
hope.
pretty.
I do hope that the others do get some sort of side shoot evolutions. But I still don't like the idea that Hero technically has 4 champions.
Yeah.
That still annoys me. Like it's not it doesn't annoy me like that it's going to ruin my day or anything, but yeah, a little bit. You don't say that. Like Brock about Professor Ivy, don't say that name. Yeah, but I think, are we done?
I think we've talked about everything.
I think we've covered what we can. You know, talked about the artwork releases, the intriguing ideas behind the design philosophy of it all. Exorcism on Gamamon. There's nothing else I can really say about the episode. Funny how I have nothing to say about episodes I like, but episodes I don't are the ones that just... Desmond, Brock, sad face. Aww. No?
No.
Just gone? Okay. Get out of here, Mary Fowler. And all your bot buddies. Yeah,
Mary Fowler, Caroline Sullivan or something.
Yeah, no, it just hasn't disappeared because I tried to do it here and it says unhide user. Put user in timeout. No. Delete user. Yeah.
They're just
Emily Watts.
Emily Watts,
yeah,
there she
still
is.
there. Yeah, I guess it makes the bots seem a bit more normal, so people will go, oh, that's a real name, I must be able to click this thing. You haven't looked at Tethysmon's description? I mean, we can. It might give me some insight as to why they went with Tethys of all titans, but because it reminds me then of Mermaid Tethys from Saint Seiya. Have a look. An aquatic beastman Digimon that has the appearance of a woman. There are all Digimon like that. Beastman is just a type. It doesn't.
Yeah, I know. Just that sentence.
Yeah.
Kind of goes, what?
There are records showing it was discovered in the deepest trenches of the Net Ocean, the birthplace of Digimon. It brings peace to its own vast territory. It immediately approaches and brings down the hammer on Digimon that tumultuously disturb it. Although it shows no mercy to those who invade its territory or pick on its darling. It is kind to Digimon in need of help, guiding them to safety, and has a spirit that fights for the weak against the strong. It eliminates invaders with its Berry Smasher, which it sends its fists flying by accumulating electricity in its palms. Hammer Thunder, where it kicks the enemy up and then brings them down with both of its electrically charged fists. And Adieu World, in which it teleports by removing the space between it and the opponent. In addition, it's Doctease, in which it produces various medicines and injects them via its tentacles, heals the wounds of its allies, and temporarily boosts their power. Oh, she's the medic of the group. Oh, okay. But as for enemies, it disintegrates them from the inside out with a deadly poison, killing them. Holy crap! Holy crap, she's brutal. She's absolutely brutal. So Berry Smasher, yeah, Shock Smasher. Doctease. Doctease sounds incredible. Adieu World, I love that. And then Hammer Thunder. Dub? Hammer? I don't think. Goodbye World, I guess, translation, rather than dub.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is no dub of Ghost Game. Why is there a...
Maybe it's just...
Unless it's... Oh, do you know what it could be? Like, because it could be what the subtitles would...
Ah, yeah.
You know, so they'll probably call it, instead of Adieu World, they'll probably call it Goodbye World. And Doctaze rather than T. So Shock Smasher instead of Shock Smash. Wait, that is the same thing. Fury just means shock. But Thunder Hammer instead of Hammer Thunder. Sounds better. I like Adieu World better than Goodbye World though. Etymology. A figure in Greek mythology with varying mythological roles. She mainly appears as a sea nymph, a goddess of water, or one of the 50 Nereids, daughter of the ancient sea god Nereus. Yeah, no, she is. Like, in Greek myth, she's... Like, in Greek myth, she's really nobody. I'll just bring up Tethys. Is Tethys' actual profile. The Greek goddess of freshwater who bore 6,000 children to her husband Oceanus. Those children became the rulers of all rivers, streams, lakes, and rain clouds. I know, right? Yeah, like she's... She was the wife of Oceanus, the earth-encircling freshwater stream, mother of Potamoi rivers, the Oceanids, rings, mountains, and the Nephili, or clouds. But her thing was, because she's such a low-tier titan, her thing was basically she would just poison water to get back at the gods who would make fun of her for being so low-tier. Which makes sense when you look at Doctaze and Tethysmon's ability to, you know, poison its enemies from inside out. But in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't really anything to write home about. Please don't smite me, gods of yore. But, you know, the stories have not been well to Tethys. So, yeah. Oh, that does sound grim. Yeah, definitely. Phantom Vaporeon. I bet she evolves into Ancient Mermaidmon, as it's a possible ego. Yeah, like the Dim card has Ancient Mermaidmon as a possible evolution, but I don't know if the show, for just for marketing alone, will allow new protagonist Digimon to evolve into older stuff. Because you wouldn't go to the trouble of designing a rookie, a champion, and an ultimate, and then go, just give them any old mega. Yeah. You wouldn't. For marketing purposes, you go, no, we want to be able to put this on t-shirts, lunch boxes, bento boxes, pencil cases, anything. We want to make cards. We want people to be able to collect these new cards and figures and things. Like, would an Ancient Mermaidmon sell of one of these sell as well as a new shiny Jellymon Mega?
I was just gonna say, it's the thing between getting a brand new set of cards or just a new part of an old.
And there you go. And depending on the collector, you know, they would go, like, I mean, we still want to get the Ghost Game promos because it's the only Jellymon card out there. Like, it's the only, so far. Where is the image gone? Nope, that's... Yeah, so far, these are the only Jellymon and Angoramon cards that exist. So far. So, you know, we have like 4 Gamamon cards now. We've 1 hero, which I managed to get in the recent booster box. But these are the only Jellymon, Angoramon, Ruri, and Kyoshiro cards so far. So, do you give these Digimon mega levels that already exist? Or do you give them something you can do this with and make them sought after? So, exactly. So while the evolutions on the Dim card are possibilities. I don't necessarily believe they're going to be canon in the long run. Like I don't.
It's the same with the other dim cards. There's all manner of other kinds of stuff that don't actually, like if you're in a show.
Oh yeah, they just line up if you're in.
They wouldn't ever.
They wouldn't ever.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clatter's heading off.
Oh, bye, Clatter.
Have yourself a good night, Clatter, and thanks so much for joining in. Data Squad Rosemon happened. Yeah, but Data Squad Rosemon happened before Adventure Rosemon happened. You know, and look, and I'm not, and Rosemon was already popular enough, and the evidence is there that Lotusmon was probably set to be Lilamon's evolution, but they went with a more popular choice. I don't know if Ancient Mermaidmon is popular enough to warrant upending Jellymon's evolution line. I'm not saying that it won't happen. I'm just cynical about it from a business perspective. Because the companies, as time has gone on, these corporations have gone, you know, that little bit more. And I could totally see them just doing something exclusive for the show. When people flip tables over the idea of Mon sharing megas, it's still a sin. Yeah. Like, the amount, like, I remember during the Savers days when Lilamon became Rosemon, or that information came out, and people went, no, Rosemon is Mimi's mega, she can't have it. Like, no, different universe, different rules, these things can happen. So I'm not saying that it won't, and I would just be very shocked if it does. Yes, we are still taking donations toward the Ghost Game promo pack if you want to help the channel out some way, as a little bit. Right, so that's my cheap plug out of the way. Let's get them off screen. But Mercy Thompson. It's an interesting name. That's understandable. It's just a feminine aquatic Digimon, but I think an electric Digimon would be better. I do. An electric aquatic Digimon, I suppose, in that respect. But I'm not opposed to the idea, and if it does happen, like, if these Digimon end up with something that was actually on the dim card, I'd be very shocked. So very, because
if they do, that wipes out.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It totally wipes out the idea of a second dim.
I can't see a company doing that.
Maybe.
Going, here's the new one with the new fancy one on it.
Yeah, and that's the cynicism about this, about corporations and how much, like, even.
I can say it's true. Corporations are like that.
I just want them to do better. Is that wrong?
Wanting them. There's what they already have planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, that's like the Stingmon dim, you know, like Wormmon's in that, and Stingmon and Hoodymon are options, but Hoodymon looks like it would evolve into Eosmon very well. No Eosmon on the dim. The stuff that the options that Hoodymon can evolve into, you're just like, really? That? No, I think I'll just get Hoodymon and leave it alone. I'll reload the dim and start over after that. But is what it is. I guess we'll see. Like, we won't know for another 40 episodes at this rate. Like, we're just getting other people to evolve to champion that aren't hero, you know. And it's going to be a while before we even get to the perfect levels. So, you know, it's probably a bit too early to be worrying about mega levels as of yet, but I think they'll get brand new ones, and they probably just haven't finished designing them yet. If they do get something that's been on the dims, like if Kano Weissmon turns into Ultimate Brachiomon, like what happened on my dim card, I will keel over laughing. That our big shiny white and red dragon turned into Titanus from the Power Rangers. Because that's all Ultimate Brachiomon is. He's just Titanus. it's just Titanus,
Mhm.
you know. But if Kano Weissmon turns into that,
Yeah, that's a bit of a.
yeah, right?
That's a thing.
That's a thing. So can evolve to Aegisdramon, Chaosdramon, or Ultimate, and that's per the dim cards, right?
Yeah.
And these two already exist. Chaosdramon, I don't think so, not unless they want to do Dark Evolution again.
Oh, okay.
And Aegisdramon, while it looks cool, it's a bit too Thunder type. And Chaosdramon is just red Mugendramon.
Yeah.
Effectively. So I don't see either of these happening. If they did, though, I will die of laughter on this in front of you all. Oh, regular Brachiomon?
Yeah. It just looks like someone got Agumon and just.
And then stuck a horn on him for good measure. Yeah, particularly in that artwork. Lumblefoot. That's his Land Before Time variant, I guess. But yeah, like if it happens, I'll be surprised, but I don't think it will.
Vaporeon's gone.
Have
a good night.
Well, Vaporeon, thank you so much for joining in. We really do appreciate it. Thanks for chatting with us, even if it was only brief. Have yourself a good night, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Maybe they do the split megas and give both old and new. That could be fun. But I'm not.
On how long?
It depends on how long the show goes, and B, I don't want Gamamon getting any more split evolutions.
No, he don't need them.
He doesn't need any more. Can we give the other characters split evolutions first and balance things out, and then maybe we come back to that idea. No, I don't think we have an episode count yet. I thought that Giga Break Dramon Titanus. Dramon. Yeah, if Titanus fused with the Gurren Lagann.
That looks like the Simpsons. The monster, the monster truck derby.
Yeah.
Thing. I mean, I think what he's. That picture.
Oh yeah, because the mouth. Yeah.
It looks like it's picking up the car and it's gonna.
Yeah, and it evolves from that one. So that's Breakdramon, which is just the same. Yeah, it's just his evolution is a recolor.
Yeah.
But Gotsumon does that as well. Gotsumon, the little rocky thing.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Right, so Gotsumon, right? He evolves to something called Meteormon. It's just him, and then he evolves to this.
Bigger version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Okay, we about ready. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, Gotsumon to Icemon or Meteormon in Sekimon. I don't know about Pancho Golemon. I guess it's a possible evolution. Yeah. So recolor evolutions do happen. And they're generally hilarious because they're always for gag Digimon, I find. Brilliant. Okay, so I think we're done. Gamamon will have 5 ultimates in part 2. Please no. Just no. Like once we get Wise and Gamamon out of the way, just let it be a one-off because of the situation they're in. And then that's it. They don't have to come back. Psychmon as well. Oh yeah, well Psychmon is just Technicolor Gabumon. And Agumon has like black and ice and sabers. But it generally it's gag characters who get evolution recolors. Psychmon is still a rookie level or a child, like Gabumon, but he does.
Or
basically,
a
Black Agumon, Snow Agumon, Agumon Hakase, Agumon 2006. They're all basically just shinies, or I suppose variants.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got what you mean, but someone will go, well, actually,
Yeah.
variance is probably the correct term to use. But
Yeah.
Agumon doesn't evolve into a black Agumon.
Yeah.
Like the way Gotsumon evolves into Meteormon and just looks like he got a paint job.
Oh gosh. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I think we're done for tonight, guys. So we'll wrap this up here. As always, just thank you all so much for joining in. We really appreciate it. Good to. And the snow reptile summons Digivolved into a snow bear. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Cool. Well, look, Yami, Desmond, whoever else is left in the chat, thank you all very much for joining in. I do appreciate having you here. And we'll see you back here next week for episode 11 of Digimon Ghost Game, where Angoramon's finally going to evolve, and I'm happy. I'm going to be super happy for it. He's not going to evolve into Commandomon, but Simbar Angoramon is... Well, it's okay, I guess. Sorry.
He's got pants.
He's got pants. Yeah, I have to dig that clip out now. Because I'll stitch the two clips together, and it'll just be maybe I'll dig the clip out and just dub it over Rory going, he's got pants now. Completely different voice, but fans will get it. Fans will understand. Alrighty. Well, why couldn't you be short and sweet last week when time wasn't on your side? Because we started off like with nearly an hour of talking about the concert and our trip and my hometown being on fire and other stuff that had happened that we didn't really want to get into, but there was some tainted...
There was a lot of...
But then there was a lot of discussion about
a lot of back and forth between us because the chat was empty. Well, so we just started talking.
Yeah.
And then people shut up when we were talking. But but this happened.
Yeah. And then last week, there was a lot of discussion about this. What's the word I'm looking for? Pattern, where it's enemy shows up, they get beaten in one hit, and then they either escape or they're let go, and in Clockmon's case, it was like someone who was absolutely psychotic, just sort of going, well, you saved me, I guess I won't be evil anymore. And I think that just sent us down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I think that just sent us down a rabbit hole. Where this week's episode is a lot more concise. We got stuff relating to the overall grand plot. Jellymon got to evolve. Her partnership with Kyoshiro was highlighted a bit more. Everything.
Whereas last week it took a bit of discussion to figure out how we felt about the episode.
Yeah.
This week we kind of knew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm ready to just finish up now and watch the episode all over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
So sorry, Yami, I do apologize. I will put a timestamp in last week's stream though, and then I'll let you know where the spoilers start and when they stop, and you can jump through that. We'll make it that
next time.
Yeah, we'll make a note of that going forward. It'll be easy enough because
we need to just put a post going with a little checklist.
Yeah.
Did you do this? Yeah.
Well, or just write down timestamp such and such. But I can really just look at where the spoiler button went, where this went up and where this came down.
Yeah.
So it'll be easy enough. But I don't think it did come down because we got into the episode synopsis and then we start talking about the sprites. So that kind of took up the bulk of that last hour. Especially working out Tethysmon's design.
Oh yeah, maybe go back and watch that part at least.
Yeah, we'll go back and watch that part at least rather than the episode synopses.
Yeah,
it'll be noted for future reference. So thank you for the feedback. It all goes towards making this experience much better. Alright, with that note, for realsies, we are donezo. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully we'll see you back here next week for episode 11. Spider-Man discussion is up in the air. Maybe we won't do a stream. Maybe we'll just do something short. Again, it's not a promise I'm making, but
yeah,
we'll see how we feel about it. As for next week's schedule during the week, we're both over on Twitch. Meg is going to be playing a lot of Shining Pearl. I'll be doing more Brilliant Diamond, along with the Great Ace Attorney, Zelda Majora's Mask, and Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water, which we're basically finished. So do join us over on Twitch for those. Meg is
Down.
yeah, all down here. If you want to help the channel out, liking and subscribing is absolutely fantastic.
My channel.
Link will be link in the description down below. Link in the description down below.
We'll be uploading more. The game finished 2 hours ago. 3 hours ago.
So, lots of content for myself and Meg to look forward to outside of Digimon stuff, but there will be more Digimon related stuff coming. The answer would be no, but I have 2 Zelda mangas to catch up on to fill the void and avoid spoilers. Well, there you go. Cool. Alright, so look after yourselves, everybody. Thanks again. Feed us of dreams, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Code Crown Podcast. I've been AJ, this has been Meg, and we'll see you again. Bye!